Hello students, you are welcome to mathematics class on Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. In our class today, we'll be going through one very important topic in mathematics, which is the sine rule and cosine rule. Sine rule and cosine rule. So before now, you've learned about trigonometry. So the knowledge of Pythagoras theorem, the knowledge of trigonometric ratio is not new to you. So you've heard sine, cos, and tangent before now. Let's now look at another dimension in which we can make use of this and how we make use of it.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Like I said, we are considering sine rule and cosine rule. This will be our learning objectives for today. You should be able to state the sine rule and cosine rule. You should be able to find sides and angle of a triangle using sine and cosine rule. We are going to be very brief and interactive. So let's start. Sine rule. When we say sine rule, let's first understand that this sine rule is used on a non-right angle triangle. If we are dealing with right angle triangle, we make use of Pythagoras theorem and trigonometric ratio, which we have learned in one of our classes time ago. But here, this cannot be used for a non-right angle triangle. Hence, we use sine rule and a cosine rule. Take a look at this triangle. It's a non-right angle triangle. So we are going to be using sine rule and cosine rule in it. So as a WAEC student, we've heard that before, so it's not be new. Sine rule. The sine rule is used to find sides and angles in a non-right angle triangle. Taking a look at what we have here. I always tell students, consider this angle here as the mother and the side facing it as the daughter. This angle here as the mother and the side facing it as the daughter. And as well as this angle here as the mother and the side facing it as the daughter. We'll learn a beautiful story about them. So how do we combine this in sine rule? Remember? Sine rule is used when we have two sides and one angle, which opposite any of the sides. So basically, we use sine rule whenever we have one complete family, that is mother and daughter, and any of the other family members present. Just remember that. We use sine rule when we have one complete family, that is mother and daughter, either angle A, side A, or angle B, side B, or angle C, side C. Once we have one complete family and any of the members of the remaining family, we use sine rule. Another thing we consider when we have one side and any two angles. Once we have one side and any two angles, that is one daughter and any two mothers available, we can use sine rule. So once you know that, how do we use it? Sine rule basically expresses the ratio of side to angle. That is the ratio of side A to sine of angle A equals the ratio of side B to sine of angle B, or we say the ratio of side B to sine of angle B is equal to the ratio of side C to sine of angle C. And that is why we say we must have a complete family and one member of another family to successfully use sine rule, which we have as this. You see, ratio of side A to sine of angle A equals ratio of side B to sine of angle B equals this. However, we do not use the 3 at the same time. So we must learn, depending on which family is available and which other member do we have. You either combine this and this, or you combine this and this, or you combine this and this, as the case may be. You combine two of it at a time. Isn't that interesting? So that is about sine rule. Take note. So let's take a problem on it. Given the triangle ABC below, find BAC, that is angle A. We are given this. Don't forget the condition. This is a non-right angle triangle. We are given angle C and side C. So we are interested in finding angle A given the side A. Remember, one complete family is available, so we can go for sine rule. In that, how do we combine it? We say side A to ratio of sine of angle A equals side C to the ratio of sine of angle C. Then we are interested in angle A, we then make sine A the subject. If we make sine A the subject, it becomes sine A equals side A multiplied by sine of angle C divided by side C. Then we substitute. Side A is 4. 4 multiplied by sine of angle C, which is 75 degrees, divided by the side C, which is 9. Are we working together? Fantastic. So you can say 4 multiplied by the sine of 75. You can use your 4-figure table, or better still, your calculator. I always have it handy. So for me, I will say sine 75 gives me 0.9659 divided by 9. So, as big man in mathematics that we are, let's quickly complete that. Multiply that by 4 divided by 9. Altogether, we have 0.4293. Remember, what we have been looking for is sine A. However, we need the exact value of angle A, not sine A. So we take sine inverse. Hence, A becomes sine inverse of 0.4293, which you can easily get this on your calculator to say shift sine inverse, and that gives me 25.42. I can say here, therefore, angle A is approximately 25 degrees. So I've gotten the complete family of order, which means I can complete the triangle. So that is the use of sine rule. Remember, when one complete family is available and any of the members of other family, we use sine rule. Interesting. Let's now consider the second rule, which is cosine rule. I told you there is an interesting story that supports this cosine rule. The cosine rule is useful for solving a triangle when all the 3 sides or 2 sides and the angles between them are given. Take note, it is either when we have all the 3 sides, when we have all of it given, we can use cosine rule, or if we have 2 sides and the angle between them, let's say we have side of this and side of this and the angle between is given. That's when we use cosine rule. So what does that cosine rule says? For the 3 sides given, or for the 2 sides and 1 angle, let's look at how it is stated. When we have 2 sides and 1 angles, how it is stated, remember, 2 sides and 1 angle. You can do this. Let's say we are looking for side A in which side B and C have been given and angle A have been given. Two sides, which is C and B, and the angle between them has been given, and we are looking for side A, we use this. If it is B and A that is given and angle C, we can as well develop it for this. Let me give you a short way of remembering this. You know, we have established that this is the mother, this is the daughter. If three of them lives in the same compound and they both go to school in the morning, and upon coming back, maybe there is an issue and they couldn't come back, maybe there's riot. If two of them go home out of three, let's say one is missing. Now we want to look for B. If B is the one that is not at home, let's say B square, the square will represent the bag. B is not available. So at the first, A and his bag, and a bag, plus C and a bag will have gone home. Upon getting home, they will meet the mother of this B. They will narrate the story. The mother of B will tell them that, okay, no problem, drop your bag. Let's go for the second time. They are going back to school, minus for the second time, 2. Then A and C will lead, and the mother of B will follow. Isn't that interesting? So you can rewrite it for C as well. Yes, that's the cosine rule. When we are looking for side, and the angle of that side has been known, another two sides. What if it is 3 sides? Just from here, we have the 3 sides, and we need angle of any of it. Just make the angle the subject of the formula. It becomes something of this nature. What we have here. If it is A that we need, and all the 3 sides have been given, we say B squared plus C squared minus A squared. So the angle that we need, the mother, the daughter will take the negative place here, which you can rewrite. What if it is B, angle B? Now let's rewrite. Angle B, we say cos B equals A squared plus C squared minus the daughter, which is the B squared, over 2AC. Isn't that interesting? You too can rewrite for C. And once you can do that, we are good to go with the use of cosine rule. Remember the rules of cosine rule. Now, let's look at this. We are to find the length of QR in the figure below. This is P. Angle P is 35 degrees. Q is not known. R is not known. However, side PQ is 3 centimeters and side PR is this. So this goes with one of the conditions that says 2 sides and the angle between them. When we have 2 sides for a non-right angle triangle and the angle between them, yes, we consider cosine rule. So looking at this now, we have, let's write out what we have. The side R, right? The daughter, which is 3 centimeters. We have Q, which is 8 centimeters. And we have angle P, that's the big, which is 35 degrees. So we are interested in QR. QR is small p. Remember how we write it? Small p square with a bag. She's here to return home. The 2 friends, R square plus Q square, they go home first, minus, they now go back to look for the friend the second time, RQ, the mother of the daughter, the missing daughter will follow, cos P. You find that interesting? Yes. You will not forget that on time. So now we substitute the value. R, that is 3 squared, plus Q, 8 squared, minus 2, open bracket, 3 times 8, multiplied by the cos of angle 35 as given here. So this one gives us 9 plus 64 minus, this 3 times 8, 24. 24 multiplied by 2, that's 48. Then we check for the cos of 35 with our calculator or four-figure table. That gives us 0.8191. So if we are doing this, let's not make mistake of including this in our addition and subtraction. This is jointed with this part by multiplication. So let this go first. 9 plus 64, that will give us 73. Minus times plus minus 48 multiplied by our our cos 35, which is 0.8191, we get 39.319. So here we subtract this. That's 73 minus 39.319. It gives us 33.681. You find that interesting, right? Remember, it is p squared that we have gotten, the side p, not the p squared that sings. Yeah, or here. So we take the square of both sides to have p, side p is equals to square root. We take the square root of both sides, 33.681. So the square root of this gives us 5.80 centimeter, which we can say P is approximately 6 centimeters. So we've been able to determine that side using cosine rule. It's interesting. Take notes. For a non-right angle triangle, we use sine rule and cosine rule. Is that taken? In this type of triangle, or in any triangle at all, the largest angle always faces the longest side. The largest angle always faces the longest side. It will help you whenever you need to sketch, especially for problem like this. Let's take a look at. So I want to believe that you are settled with this. Great. Look at this. In a triangle XYZ, XY is 9 centimeter, YZ is 7 centimeter, and XZ is 3 centimeter. Calculate to the nearest degree angle Y. So I'm not going to solve this for you. I want you to take a look at it. This is a type of triangle in which all the three sides are given. Can we try to sketch it? The longest side, you can make that one. Okay, this appears to be the longest. Another one that follows. Then this one being 3 centimeter. So let this be 9 centimeter, 7 centimeter, and 3 centimeter. If this is XY, this will be Z, right? We are looking for angle Y. This angle Y is the second largest, right? So we have 3 daughters. We are looking for the mother. You remember how it is done? So you say the cos of what you are looking for is equals to cos Y, right? The size of others, that's x squared plus z squared minus the side of what you are looking for, y squared, divided by 2xz. Substitute this and you'll be able to get that. Great. So I will leave you with practice question. You are to practice this question, given that angle PQR is equals to this. So I will leave you to do that for a few minutes. All right, you're welcome. It is time to give solution to the question and look at the dimension I'm going to take it. This looks like a problem we have solved before. So let's look at it. I will sketch, I will leave you to solve this. Given the PQR, that's PQ is 7.5. PQ, let that be 7.5. That's PQ. And angle Q to R is 43. So if it is to 43, so let's say 43 is there, 43 degrees. And angle R itself is 86. So out of three angles, one already takes 86. Automatically, that's the largest angle. We have three angles. One has taken 43 and another one has taken 86, which is bigger, and this one has taken 43 already. So this is going to be the largest. That's 86 degrees, which is angle R. We are now to calculate PR, which is this side. Let's denote it with small q, yes. So remember, we have this angle, we have this angle, we have this side. We are to calculate this. Like I told you, this one complete family is known. The mother and the mother and the daughter. Here we have the mother, the daughter is not available. What do we use? Correct. Sine rule. Sine rule. So when you substitute this into your sine rule, you get your answer. Great. So I will take question 2. Find the lettered angle in the figure below. This looks like a problem I earlier gave you to solve, and more reason I will be working on this. The three sides are given, but we are asked to find angle A and B. Since the three sides have been given, oh my dear students, that leads us to cosine rule. Cosine rules, when the three sides are known and the mother, that is the angle, is what we are looking for. So to start with, we are looking for angle A. Cos A equals the three sides, that will be B squared plus C squared minus the side of the angle we are looking for, as A squared, all divided by 2BC. Being able to write this, you're good to go. All right, then let's substitute, because this is our A, this is our B, this is our C. So B, 9 squared plus C, 16 squared minus 14 squared, all divided by 2 times 9 times 16. Yes, we made that faster. So say 9, that's 81. Right, yes, we can always confirm that. Let's not lean on our knowledge directly. 16 squared, 16 times 16, 256 minus 14 times 14, that's 196, right? All divided by 2 times 9 times 16, which is 288. So if I leave you with this, which I believe that you should be able to do by saying 81 plus 256, whatever it gives you, subtract 196 from it, you have 141. I want to believe that the same thing is what you have, 288. We divide it. So we have cos A to be equal to 0.4895. Then we take the cos inverse. We take the cos inverse to get the angle A that we need, which is cos inverse of 0.4895. So if you do this, there is nothing to be afraid of. You get 60.68, right? Which we can approximate it to 61 degrees. That's angle A. Now that angle A is known, we now have two ways to get angle B. We can either go through the same process for angle B, or we use sine rule. Because now we now have one complete family, angle A and side A, and we can use this sine rule. You are free. In exam, I advise students you can go through the same process if you are sure of yourself, so that if you have made mistake in this A, it will not be transferred into the next part. Is that clear? So which means you just say cos B equals A square plus C square minus cos B equals A square plus C square minus B square divided by 2AC, and we substitute. But for the sake of our time, I will employ the use of sine rule so that I can bring that back to you before the end of the class. So using sine rule, which tells us that we combine the known family, A over sine A equals, we are interested in B, B over sine B. Make the angle B the subject, we have sine B equals B multiplied by sine of A divided by side A. Then the next thing is to substitute those values. Right. Are we together? B is 9 multiplied by sine 61 divided by sine 61 degree divided by A, which is 14. So it becomes 9 times sine 61. Let me beckon on my calculator for that. 0.8746 divided by 14. 46. So we can do everything together. Times 9 divided by 14. It gives me 0.5622. Oh, yes. Remember, it's sine B that has given us this. Then B will therefore be equals to sine inverse of 0.5622. You just press your shift, and that will be, B is going to be 34.21 degrees. Therefore, B can be approximated to 34 degrees. Let's now use the logic I told you earlier to confirm that the largest angle always have the longest side. Which is the longest side? 16, right? So we expect this angle, which is angle C, to be the largest. Which is the second largest? 14. We expect this to be the second largest. That means our angle A must be greater than angle B, and angle C must be greater than all of them. So let's confirm. Out of 180, someone has taken 61 degrees, another person has taken 34 degrees. Add it together. That's 95 degrees. So we still have something huge. That's 85 for angle C to take. That confirms that we are right. So if you have done it that way, that is basically what we call sine rule and cosine rule. Again, sine rule is the ratio of the side to the sine of the angle. Is that taken for all of them? So if you find this interesting and those questions I've left you with, try and work them out.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Your complaint, feedback, or questions, don't forget to reach out to us on any of our social media handles being displayed on your TV screen. Till we come your way next time, Maths is fun.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.